Ladies and gentlemen, if we could have your attention for the next act, please, ladies and gents. This is the wonderful Mr. Steve Love singing songs all about the Isle of Wight. If you would give him your willing attention, that would be amazing. Once again, Mr. Steve Love, thank you very much.
And this one's got the Duke of York in it. Take me for a cruise, Jenny Lee, across the sea. It's only 50 yards, but it's only 50p. And at the Duke of York, there's a pint there for me. So take me on a cruise, Jenny Lee. Jenny Lee, take me on a cruise, Jenny Lee. The floaty isn't here, she's tied up by the shore. They've called the engineer, gonna need a month or more. But here is her replacement, she's just in time for me. She's a jolly little lady by the name of Jenny Lee. So take me on a cruise, Jenny Lee, across the sea. It's only 50 yards, but it's only 50p. And at the Duke of York, there's a pint there for me. So take me on a cruise, Jenny Lee. Jenny Lee, take me on a cruise, Jenny Lee. She's made of wood and fiberglass, cabin room for one, benches for the passengers or sit out in the sun. I'm sure you must have seen her when the floaty's down. She'll cross me the Medina when it's time to hit the town. So take me for a cruise, Jenny Lee, across the sea. It's only 50 yards, but it's only 50p. And at the Duke of York, there's a pint there for me. So take me on a cruise, Jenny Lee. Jenny Lee, take me on a cruise, Jenny Lee. Done the alehouse, done the alehouse, done the anchor, done the painters, done pier view, done the vectis, done the compass. You could say I've done a few. Done the lifeboat, done the globe, done the fountain, done the quay. So now it's time and went and done the Jenny Lee. Oh, take me for a cruise, Jenny Lee, across the sea. It's only 50 yards, but it's only 50p. And at the Duke of York, there's a pint waiting for me. So take me for a cruise, Jenny Lee. Jenny Lee, take me on a cruise, Jenny Lee. What, take care when you're boarding, she rocks from side to side. She wanders with each wave and turns with every tide. But if she's a bit unsteady, that doesn't bother me, 'cause now I'm unsteady too, on board the Jenny Lee. Oh, take me for a cruise, Jenny Lee, across the sea. It's only 50 yards, but it's only 50p. And at the Duke of York, there's a pint waiting for me. So take me for a cruise, Jenny Lee. Jenny Lee, take me for a cruise, Jenny Lee. Then when I stumble home, if I can find a way, and if she's waited up and she's got some words to say, I give my explanation, I offer her my plea. I say it's just a love affair with that Jenny Lee. Oh, take me on a cruise, Jenny Lee, across the sea. It's only 50 yards, but it's only 50p. And at the Duke of York, there's a pint waiting for me. So take me for a cruise, Jenny Lee. Jenny Lee, take me for a cruise, Jenny Lee. That song's called Jenny Lee. I don't know if you knew that. But if I dare do this, if Steve's not listening, other pubs are available. There's a lovely one called The Folly. Yeah. There's a lovely pub called The Folly up the Medina, you'll probably know it. And there's a sign outside, says that it was built in 1783 using timbers from a French smuggling barge that was stranded on the shore. And I thought that sounds a bit of an unlikely story, so I looked it up on the internet, but it says the same thing, so it must be true. So, and the boat was called La Folière, and they say they named the Folly pub out of La Folière. So I looked up the story on the internet, and here's the true story. "1783, I was the first to see a sailing barge late and looked to me. She was in Medina Sound and she was run aground. They couldn't take her off, it seemed to me. Well, I hailed to the crew and I asked them what's to do, inquired how the mishap came to be. Didn't understand a word of the answer that I heard. They spoke a language not known to me. Well, I rode a little closer, as near as I could go, sir, to take a look, see what she's called and where. Never seen her here before, and on her stern I saw inscribed her name, La Folière. And we've got the French to thank for every bench, beam and plank that's made the Folly Inn out of the Folière. That's made the Folly Inn out of the Folière. Turns out she's from France and she thought he'd take a chance with the hold filled with brandy and with wine, to cruise the English coast, sail to who can pay the most, and slip away unnoticed across the line. But now what can they do? Well, you should have seen the queue to buy her wares and smuggle them to shore. There was folks of every state, from vagabond to magistrate, bought all they could carry and some more. And we've got the French to thank for every bench, beam and plank that's made the Folly Inn out of the Folière. That's made the Folly Inn out of the Folière. Now when the goods were sold, none remaining in the hold, they tried to float her off the bank at last. But even on the flood they were in Isle of Wight mud. Folière was fixed firm and fast. Well, the crew tried every way to get the check to clay, but they couldn't free their barge named Folière. So they had to call a day, took their money slipped away. How they got home I neither know nor care. But we've got the French to thank for every bench, beam and plank that's made the Folly Inn out of the Folière. That's made the Folly Inn out of the Folière. So now there was a large, abandoned sailing barge, broken barrels strewed across the deck. Some said they should burn it, then they decided to turn it into something much more useful than a wreck. And so right there arose, or so the story goes, an inn where sailors rested and dined. And the Folly Inn became the Folière's new name, a little piece of France left behind. And when I go there now, I find a way somehow to look out where that barge used to be. And I raise myself a glass, how it came to pass, and I wish those Frenchmen well and bon voyage. 'Cause we've got the French to thank for every bench, beam and plank that's made the Folly Inn out of the Folière. We've got the French to thank for every bench and beam and plank that's made the Folly Inn out of the Folière. A Folly Inn song. They haven't given me a free drink yet for writing it, but I'll keep trying. Right, one more song, so this is last song or first encore. As daylight broke, we turned and spoke while the boatman brought the ferry round. She said, "Today I'm on my way, I'll tell you where I'm bound." She said, "I'm drawn where I was born, to a Coast Guard cottage on the shore. On the Millie Road I've got to go, see that road once more. The Millie Road, wind in my hair, gotta ride the Millie Road while till there. The Millie Road, breathe island air, gotta ride the Millie Road if I dare." She said, you know, she said, you see, I used to be away in search of pastures new. It's been a while, I left the isle like all the young folk do. But then it said, what I read, the cliffs are shifting to the side. There's signs that say, keep away, don't go near the side of the Millie Road. Bring the island air, gotta ride the Millie Road while it's still there. The Millie Road, wind in my hair, gotta ride the Millie Road while it's still there. From Blackgang take the Chail line, Chiltern down to Whale Chine. The cottage is for sale now, but nobody would want to live there anyhow. But when the tide takes down the side and drops the Millie in the road, tear in my eye, I'll say goodbye to who I used to be. On the Millie Road, wind in my hair, gotta ride the Millie Road while it's still there. The Millie Road, breathe island air, gotta ride the Millie Road if I dare. The boat was moored, we stepped ashore. She said, there's no one left I know. They're all gone, all moved on all those years ago. I said, hey, I've got all day, that Millie Road I've got to see. Will you go and do the Millie Road with me? The Millie Road, wind in my hair, gotta ride the Millie Road while it's still there. The Millie Road, breathe island air, gotta ride the Millie Road